Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's an OT7 story. If you are soloist and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Sometimes being kind becomes heavy. We keep saying yes because we don't want to hurt anyone, but we forget that we can hurt ourselves too. This story is for those who forget they are human being too. Jin, while carrying his laptop, Minnie, can you print the schedule for me? I have got a meeting in 10 minutes. Jimin smiled and put down his coffee. Of course, Hyang, I will do it. Jin, it's okay. You finish your breakfast. I will tell to anyone else. Jimin, it's alright, Hyang. It will take only 2 minutes. I will have my breakfast after this. Covered his breakfast box and ran from there. Yoongi, walking lazily, holding headphones. Hyang, my music files didn't sync. Can you check them? Jimin, while eating his breakfast. Jin Hyang is busy in online meeting. Yoongi, oh, okay. Jimin, but you don't worry, I will fix your music list. Yoongi, are you sure? But you are having your breakfast. Jimin, sure Hyang, it will take only few minutes. I will eat after that. Yoongi, first eat your breakfast. I am not in hurry. Jimin, it's okay Hyang. Hobie, entering room while stretching. Minnie, what are you doing? Jimin, nothing much Hyang. What happened? Hobie, our costume for rehearsal came. Can you check them? I will grab my breakfast first. Jimin, no problem Hyang. I will take care of them. You have your breakfast peacefully. Showed his breakfast in his mouth and left. Hobie, thank you Minnie. June, Minnie, the choreography notes need to be rewritten with the new formation. I have to prep for a meeting. Can you do this? Jimin, without hesitation. Of course, Hyang, I will do it. Is this even the thing to say? T. Minnie, can you teach me the dance step? I forget the mid part. If Hobie Hyang finds out it, he will kill me by his bombastic side eyes. Jimin, while writing schedule. As to Cookie, he also learned whole choreography. I'm writing the schedule. T. I asked him, but he is busy in playing with new props. He isn't listening me. Please help me. Hobiang will be here in no time. He just went to talk with choreographer. I'm sure he must be come back with any hard step. Jimin, just wait for 2 minutes. I'm almost done. T. You can do that later too. Please. I'm your soulmate. Won't you help me? Will you be happy when Hobie Hang will scold me and make me practice this step thousands of times? Jimin looked at him with a smile. You are such a dramatic bear. Stop writing. Come here, I will teach you. Look at my shoes. You have to hold your upper body and only move your legs. Started teaching. Cook. Mini hang. Jimin. While teaching tea, his step. Cook. Can you click my pics with these props? It looks so cool. Tea. No, he's teaching me steps. Cook. Why no? I'm not asking from you. I'm asking from Mini Hang. Tea. Mini is my soulmate. Cook. He is my hang first. Don't forget I joined the company before than you. Tea. Me and Jimin are soulmates from joining the group. Cook. You. Jimin. Time out, guys. You two don't need a reason to fight. Cookie. Bring my mobile. I will click your pics. And Tea, you just repeat this step. What I just taught you. One by one, they left their work on him. Little by little, he buried his own task beneath theirs. Not because they forced him, but because he never refused. And slowly, Jimin's own life started to fade behind theirs. Time skipped after a few weeks. Days turned into weeks, and the day melody repeated itself. A melody called kindness, soft, familiar, and quietly exhausting. Jimin never complained because for him, helping wasn't a task, it was love. Jin, yawning and rubbing his eyes. Minnie, you already woke up? Jimin looked at him. I have to check my schedule. Manager Nim told me to recheck it so it won't clash with our group schedule. Jin ruffles Jimin's hair. How much you work? Jimin smiled. It's nothing, Hang. Jin, come with me. I will make your special coffee and cheese toast. Jimin, thank you, Hang. I will come after rechecking my schedule. It's almost done. Jin, okay. Went to kitchen. Oh no. Jimin shouted. What happened, Hang? Do you need my help? Jin came to Jimin. I forgot to remind June that we need to refill groceries. Jimin closed his laptop. Then what's the problem? I will help you. Jin, problem is that new supplies in outer pantry. Jimin, okay, I will bring them whatever you want. It's just that main gate. Jin, you can't bring alone. It will be heavy. Bring Cookie with you. He must have woken up by now. Jimin, he is practicing boxing with Tea. Let them stay there. Jin, they will help you. Jimin, help? They will start fighting there. I don't have any energy to solve their useless fighting, and moreover, by the time I call them and take them to pantry, I will bring the things. Both of them are very lazy. They will throw lots of tantrums. Jin, okay, then bring only breakfast items. Rest we will refill when June will be here. He must have gone for morning walk. Jimin, okay. Jin left. Jungi came there with his clothes. Minnie, where are you going this early? It's breakfast time. First eat your breakfast. Jimin, I'm going to bring things for breakfast from outer pantry. Do you want anything? Jungi, no. Minnie, I dropped my lyrics folder somewhere in the living room last night. Can you find it? I'm going to take bath. Jimin, okay, I will find it after bringing the items from pantry. Ran from there. Hobie, Minnie, Minnie, Minnie. Jimin ran there with his notebook. What happened, Hyang? Hobie, can you record my dance reel and edit it? I have to post it for armies. Jimin, sure, Hyang. June tiredly plopped himself on the couch. Finally, I reached here. Jimin gave him glass of water. Hyang, water. June took the glass from his hand. Thanks, Minnie. Why are you still awakened? Jimin, I have test in few days, so I was revising my chapters. Should I serve you dinner? June, no. I've already had it in the company. Can you check Tea Cook too? Their test will be in few days too. Nowadays I'm not getting time to check their studies. June, don't worry, Hang. I will check them. You just go and rest. You are looking so tired. June, patted Jimin's shoulder. Thank you so much. Left. Jimin came to gaming room as he knew Teacock would be here. They could never study by themselves until they heard June's earful scoldings. As he predicted earlier, they were playing online games while shouting. It was good. That gaming room was soundproof, otherwise they wouldn't let anyone to sleep. Jimin knew there was no use of saying anything to them, so he simply removed the plug of monitors. T. Minnie! What's this nonsense? Why did you turn off the monitor? Cook. I was very close to win. Jimin. No more play. Come and study. Your test will be in few weeks. T. Where is Junhyang? He didn't come here to tell us. That means we still have time. We can play. Jimin, how shameless are you? Can't you study without getting his scoldings? T. No, I'm very happily shameful. Now let me play. I will study later. Jimin, later when? After the test? Looked at Cook. And do you need any invitation card to get up? Cook yawned. I'm so sleepy. I will study tomorrow. Jimin, while playing game you weren't sleepy, but after hearing study, you become sleepy. Stop your acting. Only Jin and Yoongi Hang come in your this drama. I won't. So get up. When Teacock didn't listen him, he grabbed their ears and took them out of the gaming room. Jimin entered in his room and lay on his bed lifelessly. Finally, he was done with all the work. His body didn't have any energy left. He was so tired. All day he was running here and there to help others, along with his own work, managing studies. He raised his hand and picked his mobile. He checked it with half opened eyes and immediately said after seeing the message of their manager. Jimin, oh no, how can I forget to send my rearranged schedule to manager Nim? He must be waiting for it. Slapped his head. Stupid Minnie. He went to his study desk and brought his laptop. He again checked his schedule. His eyes were red and begging for sleep. His finger trembled on the keyboard because of tiredness. But he didn't stop. He completed his work and sent to manager. He checked the time. It was 4:17 a.m. He closed the laptop and slid on the bed, picked his pulsey, hugged it tightly, and slept with a smile. He wasn't angry, he wasn't sad, he was simply tired. The kind of tired no sleep could fix. Because when you spend every day being the strength for others, you forget how it feels to be held yourself. The kindness they loved so much was quietly draining him. Time skipped after few days. Few days had passed, and the warmth of Jimin's kindness was now quietly heavy. He smiled, helped, and carried everything, but even the strongest hearts can tire when love is taken for granted. Sometimes the weight of being everything to everyone feels invisible until it begins to show. Right now, Jimin was sitting in the practice room with so many files. His eyes were in file and fingers were tiredly moving on the laptop's keyboard. His breakfast meal box was near the file. His eyes were red, shoulders and neck were hurting. Tea and Hobie came there. Tea, Minnie, Jimin, without looking at him. Hmm? Tea, what are you doing in these many files? Jimin, I have to complete all of them. Tea, but why? Jimin, I don't have answer of your why. Tea. Hobie, Minnie, come, let's go for lunch. Jimin, I already brought my lunch, Hyang. You go and enjoy it with others. Hobie, Minnie, are you alright? Jimin, yes, Hyang, I'm perfectly alright. Hobie, but your voice is looking so tired. Jimin, I haven't lunch. That's why. Nothing else. You go and enjoy. You have to go for recording too. Hobie, oh yeah, have your lunch. Don't forget to eat. Jimin, I won't, Hyang. Hobie left. T, Minnie, do you want my help? I know I can't do the work as perfectly as you can, but at least I can try. Jimin, T, actually I need your help. Finally looked at T. T, tell me, what can I do? Jimin, are you going somewhere? T, yeah, I have cut off. Manager, TD, haven't you ready yet? T, I'm ready, manager name. Jimin, is there any shoot? Manager, there are some ad shoots. T will be back till evening, inform to others. Jimin, okay. Best of luck, T. Smiled brightly. T, thank you, Minnie. You said you want my help. Tell me. Jimin, pass me the water bottle. T gave him water bottle. Here, now tell me. Jimin, you already helped me. I only need water. My all the work already finished. You go and shoot well. T smiled. Meet you at home. Happily left. Jimin smiled back. He looked so cute with this boxy smile. Looked at the files. Still so many works are pending. I have to finish it before everyone comes back. It wasn't his work, it was others' work whom he didn't say no. He moved from task to task, from one request to the next, keeping a smile even as exhaustion quietly crept in. He wanted help, but when he saw tea was already busy, he cleverly changed it. He hesitated to deny. He just couldn't say no to any request. He accepted it with smile and completed it before the deadline. For that, if he had to skip his meals, delay his own work, stay up till night, he never backed away from his responsibility because for him it was his simple gratitude for his members. He didn't realize how much he was pressurizing himself. Everyone saw a smile. They heard a gentle voice, but they didn't see the trembling hands, the skipped meals, the sleepless nights. They didn't realize that sometimes love hides its pain behind a smile. Time skipped after a few days. Days passed. Jimin's situation turned worse. His caring nature became his biggest enemy. His nature of can't say no was drowning him. He was physically weak, mentally tired, emotionally at the edge of breakdown. Soon the request turned in order, which exhausted him more, but no one realized. June. Minnie, check the schedules. Jin. Arrange my schedule too. Chungi. Minnie, fix my mic. T. Minnie, check my costume. Cook. Come and shoot the dance challenge with me. Hobby. Minnie, have you edited my reel? Minnie, everything is done. Just give me few more minutes. Everyone. Okay. Minnie. Jimin became everyone's lifesaver. Without him, they couldn't do anything. But when this small help turned into burden, he himself didn't realize. But being everyone's invisible hand didn't mean he got any concession in his work or didn't get scoldings on his mistakes. He got and worse than others because their expectations were too much from him. Jimin fell on the floor while practicing. Ah! Hobie strictly. Get up. You are doing same mistakes again and again. How much time you need to learn simple choreography? Except you, everyone learned. Jin Hyang too, who used to slow learner, but this time he learned faster than others. But you don't even put the effort. Are you planning to lie down here all night? Get up fast. You have to complete it before the dinner time. Jimin. Sorry, Hang. I will do this perfectly this time. Tried to stand up but trembled. June held him. Minnie, are you alright? Yungi. How would he be? He is practicing since 2-3 hours. That too non stop. He needs time. Minnie, come and rest first. Tea, bring some water. June, make him sit on the couch. Jimin. I'm fine. I will rest after completing my choreo. Cook. No, you won't, said by wiping Jimin's sweat. Jin. Minnie, relax and drink some water. There is time for dinner. You will complete it before that. Looked at Hobie. Hobie, come and help me for dinner. Jimin's eyes met with Hobie. He saw the disappointment in his eyes, which broke him. Hobie left with Jin. Jimin looked down and slowly shook his head. He couldn't able to bear Hobie's disappointed look. He was so mad on himself. He was mentally so tired because of lack of proper sleep, rest, meal. He couldn't concentrate on his steps. His mind was tired. That's why he was messing the steps again and again. He came to dance studio after the dinner without informing anyone. He was just feeling so suffocated. He couldn't breathe because he was blaming himself for being the disappointment. Hobie didn't say anything. They all decided Jimin would only rest today, but Jimin couldn't sleep with this burden. He sneaked out and reached a dance studio to learn the whole choreography, which he secretly recorded when Hobie was teaching him. He was practicing again and again. His clothes were soaked in the sweat. He stopped after completing whole choreography in one go. He was breathing heavily. He placed his hands on the big mirror wall, resting his head against the mirror wall, wetting it from his sweat, fogging it by his breath. He looked at his reflection in mirror, dropping the sweat beads from his eyelids. He said in broken, shaky voice, Jimin, why can't I say no? Why is it this much hard for me? I'm tired of everything. Is there anyone who can listen me? Who can remove the guilt of not being able to manage everything? I'm sorry, Obiang, for disappointing you. I swear I'm trying hard. I didn't mess with choreography intentionally. I don't know why I couldn't remember these simple steps. I will do it again. I will manage everything alone. I want to stop before learning everything. Tried to dance but passed out because of exhaustion and overwork. Time skipped in the morning. Everyone was searching Jimin in the house. He left his mobile in his room. Staff member informed them that Jimin was sleeping in dance studio. Everyone reached there and found him sleeping on the floor. They sighed in relief. They were so scared when they didn't find him at home. T slowly shook Jimin. Minnie, Minnie, Minnie. Jimin slowly opened his eyes. T, T, are you alright? Jimin, looked at others and immediately stood up. You all here? Jin, what are you doing here? When did you come here and how? Jimin, at night I couldn't sleep so thought to do practice. Looked at Hobie. Hobie Hang, I learned the whole choreography. Should I show you? Hobie, no need for it. Jungi, Minnie, are you alright? Jimin, looked at June. Hyang, can I go to my home for a day? It's my parents' anniversary. I will be back tomorrow. June, okay, I will talk with manager. Cook, can I also come with you? Jimin, I will bring food for you. Don't worry. You have magazine shoot today. Everyone saw his efficiency, his smiles, his helpfulness. No one saw the slow drain of his energy or the little cracks forming behind his calm exterior. He wanted to rest, he wanted to pause, but the thought of leaving anyone behind, even for a moment, was unbearable. So he kept smiling, kept moving, kept hiding the storm behind a gentle face. Time skipped at Jimin's parents' home. Jimin visited his parents for their anniversary. He gave them the beautiful bouquet. He didn't get time to buy anything for them, but for his parents, he was their bestest gift. He happily celebrated their anniversary. Jimin's surprise visit made them more happier. They happily talked and had the dinner together after so many days. Jimin often got time to visit them. Jimin was happy too. He was getting positive vibes around his parents. Seeing their happiness after so many days, his heart smiled. He was happily sleeping in his room. His parents entered in his room. Sometimes the weight we carry is invisible until the right eyes see it. Jimin had smiled through exhaustion, carried everyone's world quietly, but now, in the safety of home, the cracks begin to show. Jimin's mom lovingly creased his cheeks. Minnie, get up, baby. We know you aren't sleeping. You are just acting to sleep. Jimin opened his eyes and sat in front of them. How do you know? Jimin's dad placed his hand on Jimin's hand. Because we are your parents. Tell us what happened. Jimin smiled. Nothing. What could be happened to me? Jimin's mom. Minnie, we are your parents. We easily find the difference between your real, fake, and forced smile. So you better to stop acting and tell us what is bothering you. We know you are trying to hide something from us. Jimin shook his head vigorously. No, seriously, I'm not hiding anything. Jimin's dad placed his hand on Jimin's head. Minnie, you can fool your members, not to us. Tell us honestly what happened. Jimin looked at them with teary eyes. Mama, Dada. Tears rolled down through his cheeks. Jimin's dad wiped his tear from left side. Tell us what happened. Jimin's mom wiped his tears from right side. Did someone say something to you? Jimin slowly shook his head. No. Jimin's dad, then tell us what's bothering you. Jimin's mom, I know we may not be help, but at least we can listen you. Jimin's dad, hiding it in your heart won't help you. You have to take out, otherwise it will suffocate you. Share it with us. We are your parents. We won't judge you. We saw your goodness and flaws both. You can trust us. Jimin, Mom, Dad, I don't know what's really bothering me. I'm so tired. I couldn't breathe. I feel like something is choking me from inside. Every single breath is feeling like a burden. I never felt like this before. My hands tremble, voice became shaky, head spin, eyes shut. Jimin's dad, while rubbing his back, tell us more. We are listening you. Jimin, I don't know why I'm feeling so guilty. I'm doing everything just like before, but I'm not happy. I feel like everything is too much for me. Jimin's mom, while rubbing his hands, but how too sudden? Did something happen recently? Jimin, no, yesterday at night Hobi just scolded me, but I couldn't take that scoldings. It felt so heavy. I got scolding so many times, but I never feel like this ever. Hobie Young's disappointed face coming in front of my eyes again and again. His words are echoing in my ear. I'm not mad at him, but don't know why it feels so disgusting. I can't even express how it feels. Jimin's mom, relax. First take deep breath and tell us everything in details. What happened? Why did he scold you? What wrong did you do? Why did his words have such an impact on you? Tell us everything in details. We can't help you without listening full story. We can't judge Hobie. He is also like our son. Jimin, I couldn't perform the choreography well. I kept messing with the steps. Hobie Young taught me so many times, but still I messed up. It was very simple choreography. It was the easiest choreography till the date we have ever got. Everyone learned except me. He didn't scold me that much. He didn't say any hurtful words to me. He normally scolded me just like you do. I saw disappointment in his eyes. His words, his dad look stuck in my heart and roaming in my mind. I don't know what to do. I didn't want to disappoint him. He must be thinking I was doing that purposely because I learned hardest choreography in just one attempt and help others. But please trust me, I really couldn't remember that. I don't know what just happened to me. I didn't want to piss him off. I know how much hard work he and everyone do. I didn't want to increase his work. You believe me, right? Jimin's dad. Of course we believe you. Our Minnie never lied, never did anything by which anyone can hurt. We know Hobie too. He is so soft spoken. If Yunki or June had scolded you, then your this type of reaction would have justified. Jimin's mom, I'm sure it's not because of his scoldings. Something else must have happened. Tell us. Jimin, no, nothing had happened except this. But nowadays I'm feeling so exhausted. My eyes feel heavy, head spin, hands trembled, voice shaky. Even the smallest thing hurt my heart. Jimin's dad, are you having your meal timely and drink water? Don't lie, Minnie. Jimin, no, I often skipped it. I barely had anything whole day. Jimin's mom, why? Is your schedule this much busy? Jimin, no, our schedule is normal. We get proper 3 times meal and rest. Jimin's mom, then Jimin, I do others' work. Jimin's dad, why are you doing others' work? Jimin, they asked me could I help them to set their schedule, so I did that, but slowly I didn't realize when a simple help became burden. Now they left their work on me. Sometimes I was too busy but still managed to complete their work first then mine. In that I skipped my meal. I was too busy to drink water. My all the time spent just to please others. Jimin's mom, but why are you doing this? Helping others is good, but you should help after completing your work. If you are too busy and can't do their work, then simply say no. I'm not denying you to help others, but first think about yourself. Jimin, I can't do this, mom. I tried to deny but couldn't say. I hesitate to ask help. I thought if I ask help, then I would bother them, and if I deny, then I may hurt them. I don't want to make them sad because of me. Jimin's dad, who said you this? What makes you think like this? Have you ever denied to work and they got hurt? Jimin, no, I never denied. Nobody say this to me. This is my own thought. I feel like this. Jimin's mom, and since when has all this been happening? Jimin, don't know, maybe past 1 2 months. Jimin's dad, are you serious, Minnie? You are bearing all these things alone from past 2 months? Jimin's mom, that's why you are feeling like this. Minnie, you are mentally tired, baby. You are a normal human being. You can't do this much work alone. You can't please everyone. You need rest. But as long as you keep doing other people's work, you won't be able to find time for yourself. Jimin's dad, then you can't complete your work on time because you are busy in doing other people's work. If you won't do your work properly, then it's obviously to get scoldings because other one doesn't know the reason of delay. And if you won't complete your work honestly, you feel guilty to not complete it. You can't sleep. It will bother you because you are very hardworking and honest boy. You never made any excuse. Jimin's mom, are you understanding what we are trying to make you understand? Jimin, but I can't do this. If I deny, it looks selfish. I don't want to hurt them. Jimin's dad, why would they be hurt? You aren't free. You have your own work to do, your own problems to solve. Help them when you complete your work and you have lesser time. Jimin's mom, yes, your dad is right. By working day and night without proper sleep, meal, rest, you exhaust yourself, Minnie. You are mentally tired. That's why you are feeling these symptoms. Your body is alarming. You need to focus on yourself. Jimin, I can't do, mom. It's not easy for me. Jimin's dad, Minnie, everyone has to take some tough decision. You have to set boundaries. You have to prioritize yourself first. If they get hurt, then let it be. It's not your work to satisfy them. Jimin's dad, do you know because of your support, they just leave their work on you. They didn't try to complete it. They thought you will complete that. They are taking you for granted, Minnie. If you won't respect yourself, nobody will respect you. Focus on yourself. Jimin, I know them. They will be hurt. Jimin's mom, when you will be happy, only then you can make other happy. You are doing so wrong with yourself. If you want to free from your guilt, you have to be prioritized yourself. You aren't helping them, you are making them lazy and depend on you. Jimin, I'm scared. What if they start hating me? I love them so much and don't want to lose them at any cost. Jimin's mom, son, you have carried too much alone. Love isn't proven by how much you sacrifice, it's in how you respect yourself too. Jimin's dad, Boundaries aren't walls, Mini. They are bridge to healthier love. Learn to protect yourself before your smile disappears completely. Jimin's mom, do what you can, but never kill yourself trying to meet everyone else expectations. You matter too. Your happiness matters too. Jimin, I I understood. I will try to say no. I will take care of myself too. I will make myself happy too, like I want to see others. I won't let them to take me for granted. Jimin's dad, that's what we are trying to make you understand. Jimin's mom, we know you can do it. You are so strong, Minnie. Always remember, true one always respect your decision and support you, while fake one only complained. We are with you. You aren't alone. The storm he had hidden for so long now poured out. Tears, fears, and silent exhaustion mingled in his confession, and for the first time in months, he felt understood. Sometimes it takes stepping away from the world we serve to see the love we deserve, and sometimes the strongest hearts need permission to rest. That day, he learned that saying no was not unkind, that caring for himself didn't make him selfish, and that even the gentlest hearts can carry storm as long as someone sees them in time. Time skipped that next day. Jimin returned back with a heart still fragile but lighter, carrying his parents' words like an anchor. It was time to change not the people around him but how he loved himself. Jin, Minnie, Minnie, Minnie. Jimin came to him. Yes, Yang. Jin, while looking at his mobile, chop the veggies. Jimin looked at Jin, who was using his mobile. Hyang, I have to do my laundry. It will take some time. You can ask help from others. Left. Jin, shocked to hear him. Okay. Yungi threw his pen drive on Jimin. Minnie, arrange my music list. I have to submit it to music director. Lay down on the couch and turned on TV. Jimin placed the pen drive on the couch. Hyang, I have to memorize my lyrics for this song. Left. Yungi looked at Jimin with shocked eyes. Did he really deny to do work? June. Minnie, arrange the schedule, said by reading his book. Jimin. Hyang, I have to rearrange my schedule. Left. June looked at Jimin. What did he say? Hobby. Minnie, edit my reels. Jimin. Hyang, I'm practicing my choreo. Kept dancing without looking at Hobby. Hobby in mind. Is he really deny to edit my reels? T. Minnie, have you done your assignments? Jimin. Why? T. What why? I will copy that. Jimin smiled. I will give you books. You can do your assignments with that. Gave him his books and left. T. Shocked. Minnie really denied to copy his assignments. Cook. Minnie Hang, select my costume for next ad shoot. I have very important online match. Jimin while applying face pack. I'm doing my skincare. Tomorrow I have shoot. I will sleep early, so close the door and turn off lights. Cook, shocked. Oh, okay. He wasn't rude. He wasn't cold. He was just honest, and through it startled them. Something about it felt right. It was hard, but he started prioritizing himself. Time skipped after a week. A week had passed. After Jimin denied to do extra work, everyone's schedule got disturbed. They had become so dependent on Jimin that after he pulled his hand away, they weren't able to manage anything alone. They were just messing up and easily frustrated. They couldn't get time for themselves. They were mad at Jimin, thinking he was doing this just to trouble them. He got an attitude while Jimin was feeling lighter. Now he was easily manage his workload and got time for himself. Yes, he felt bad to see others struggling, but he made his mind to prioritize himself. Everyone decided to talk with Jimin. Once he came, he was stopped by them. Jungi, Minnie, come here, we need to talk. Jimin, yes, Yang, what do you want to talk with me? Hobie, are you alright? Jimin, I'm alright. T, do you have any problem with us? Jimin, no. Cook, are you mad at us? Jimin, no, I'm not mad. June, did our behavior or words hurt you? Jimin, no, Hang. Jin, then what's the reason behind your sudden change of behavior? We noticed from past 1 week you are behaving different. You denied to help us. If there is anything, then tell us. We will work on it. Jimin, no, Hank, there is nothing like this. None of you need to change yourself. You all are just perfect. Jungi, that means problem is in you. Jimin, excuse me? T, you denied to help me in my assignments. Because of that I got less marks. Cook, you denied to help me to choose my outfit. Because of that I wasted my so much time. Hobie, you denied to help me in editing reels. Because of that I couldn't upload them. June, you denied to arrange the schedules. Because of that I have to spend so much time on it. Jungi, you denied to help me in music arrangements. Jin, you denied to help me too. Because of that I took so much time to prepare dinner. Jimin, can't I deny like others? I had my own reasons. Jin, of course you can, but you should understand that we all were depend on you. Jimin, I didn't tell you to be depend on me, did I? Jungi, watch your mouth, Jimin. Don't forget with whom you are talking. If you don't want to work, you should directly told to us. You don't need to show us attitude. Jimin, attitude? When did I show attitude? Hobie, you did. You were always ready to help, but now you have changed. You just denied to help us. June, that's why today we want to know the reason behind your this changed behavior. T, Today you have to tell us clearly. We are tired of guessing. Cook. You don't even spend time with us all the time. You are busy in your room only. Jin. You are becoming rude day by day. We have limits to bear. Jimin. You are talking about limits? Seriously? Do you even know the meaning of limits? When I do everything, it's fine. But when I start doing only my part, it's a problem. When I was running here and there just for your work, I was the most humble person. I was the best. But when I choose to do only my work, I became wrong. If I think about you, prioritize your work over myself, I was selfless. But when I prioritize myself over you, suddenly I became selfish. What's this logic? Went to Jin Hyang. When I do your work without any complaint, I was fine. But for once I denied to do your work. I denied to hold my work for you. I said no. I became rude. I never be rude when I left my meal in middle and said, Hyang, I will do that now. It won't take much time. Didn't you notice I work with empty stomach? You noticed I denied to help you in chopping, but you didn't notice you were watching videos on your mobile and ordered me to chop the veggies. Didn't it rude? Went to Yungi. Yungi Hang, you didn't say me to watch my mouth when after being tired I arranged your music list. You didn't feel anything wrong when I was working for you without saying a single word. I arranged your music list so many times, but you never said a single time that Minnie, you must be tired. Let it be. I will do it by myself. You never see my hard work. You ordered me to do your music arrangements while you were laying on the couch and watching TV. Didn't you show attitude that day? Went to Hobie. Hobie Hang, you are called as Golden Hang. You always care for each members. You always make sure every member is taking proper meal and rest. But why didn't you notice me? Why didn't you notice that I wasn't taking proper care of myself? Why didn't you see my hard work? You called me baby one. Why didn't you find out the reason when I learned the hardest choreography in just one attempt but didn't remember the easiest choreography and kept messing the steps? Why disappointed was in your eyes instead of concern? You told me edit your reels when I was practicing my own steps. That wasn't wrong. You forget your baby one because baby one never complained and threw tantrums like baby two and baby three. Went to June. June Yang, you are our leader. You always talk about mental health. You always fought with company for our space and rest time. You always work hard and made sure none of member overwork. Then how could you forget to notice me? How could you forget to notice my trembled hands while arranging the schedules? How could you forget that whenever you came late, it was always me who welcomed you, who offered you the glass of water? You swore I denied to do your work, but you never swore I did the work just by your single command. You ordered me to arrange the schedules when you were enjoying reading the book. That was okay for you. Went to tea. Tea, you called me your soulmate. You always fought with Cookie for claiming me. You also forget to see my tired smile and fake happiness. You also didn't see my pain. You also forget to check me. Why? Why tea? Why? You only noticed I denied to give you my assignments to copy you, but you never noticed how many times I wrote your assignments. You didn't see my sleepless nights when you slept peacefully and I was doing your work. Is this the true meaning of soulmate? When to cook. Cookie, you are our youngest matinee. You always keep your eyes on everyone and complain to Hyang if you find anything odd. Why didn't you complain to Hyang when I was overworking, not having my meals on time? You complained about not helping you to choose your outfit, but you never noticed you just ordered me to do that while you want to play online games. You never noticed how many times I helped you to complete your assignments and saved you June Hyang's scoldings. You never noticed how I always comes in between when anyone scold you. You never noticed my red eyes when I stayed up whole night just for you. Was your behavior justified? Shouted. You all only notice yourself, your work, your ego, your happiness, your time. But what about me? I helped you because I genuinely wanted to help you. But you took the wrong meaning of my help. You started taking me as a servant. You don't even realize when your request turned into order. You yourself didn't want to do your work but expect me to do your all the work without any complaint. You can't even manage your own work, but you want me to do all of your work single handedly without saying anything. For you, your work is more, but my work is nothing. Am I not doing hard work? Don't I have any work to do? Do you think I am a superhero who can do all the work easily? Isn't that difficult for me? How can you even think to do complaint for not doing your work? Your work is your responsibility, not mine. Just like everyone, I'm also a human being. I deserve to rest too. I also deserve leisure time. For me, there is only 24 hours in a day. You all choose yourself over others. That's fine. That wasn't wrong. But when I chose myself over your work, I suddenly became selfish. Why? Why can't I prioritize myself? Why can't I deny to do extra work as long as I agree with you? I'm right, but whenever I take a stand for myself, I'm wrong. Why? Why can't I choose my happiness? You only noticed I refuse to do work, but you never notice when I work even after being tired. All the time I can't be the same. I also have limits to bear. I'm not limitless. I'm not robot. I'm also a human being who have emotions. I also can be devastated. I also have breakdown. I also want to be noticed. I don't want to become an invisible. I want an appreciation my efforts and respect that. Not to complain. When I had time I helped, but when I don't have time, sorry, but I can't help you because I have my own work to do. I truly love you. I don't have any grudge for you. I also want to help you, but by doing that, I started neglecting my own work. I started having guilt for not completing my work timely. I was cheating with my work. I can't express that feeling. I work day and night just to please you, but your expectations aren't letting the name to stop. So many times I tried to deny, but I couldn't do that. I thought you must be hurt, so I bore it. But now it started suffocating me. I don't have words to explain what I felt at that time when you all were sleeping peacefully and I stayed up whole night just to do my work because I was busy in doing your work while you all were busy enjoying your leisure time. I forget myself to match your expectations. I was watching for someone among you to understand my pain because I don't want to tell what I exactly feel. I hesitate to share my feelings, my pain. I don't want to bother you. If I'm like this, what can I do? I can't see my pain. I don't want sympathy from you. Why can't you understand that I can't be same all the time? Not all the time I can please you. Not all the time I can behave same with you. I have my own mental issues to solve. What's wrong in this if I want time for myself? Why can't I myself just like others? Why can't I think about my happiness? Why can't I enjoy my leisure time? Why do my action hurt you when I took a stand for myself? Why do you expect me to work according to you? Why can't I choose what should I do or not? You can't compare me from my past self. At that time situation was different, but now it's different. I know whatever I'm saying it's just useless. Nobody can understand because no one is at my place. I know you still have so many complaints with me. You must be hating me. You thought I became selfish. I only think about myself. I don't have any value of you. I don't want you. You may have your own perspective, and I respect that. Think whatever you want to think. I don't care. I won't explain myself again and again. I know my words definitely hurt you, but it's my true feelings which I had hidden in my heart. Don't expect perfection from me all the time. Sorry, but I can't fulfill your all the expectations. Love me, hate me, but this is real me. I already hurt myself more than enough. I I'm tired of blaming myself. I know I'm sounding rude. I'm sorry. This is what I can say. Ran to his room. He left while crying. First time in his life he shouted at someone. His heart was full. When they accused him for not being cooperative, it triggered him. He burst out. He was hiding so many things in his heart which needed to come out. Today he emptied his heart. Note: most of the time, people who only think about others and can't say no hide their real feelings from others and suffocate themselves. For others' happiness, they forget themselves. They think nobody will understand them, but it's not the truth. Unless we share our thought, how will the person in front of us understand us? Change is never loud, it begins quietly. In the small moments when you finally choose yourself, but sometimes the world you love most isn't ready for that silence. It's strange how love can sometimes blind us instead of opening our eyes. They never meant to hurt him, but unspoken gratitude can feel like silence louder than words. Jin, we had seen Minnie cry before too, on stage, in interviews, in laughter, but this was different. This wasn't a tear for the world, it was for himself. Really, we did this to him. Yungi, he was there for all of us and we didn't even notice when he broke. In the name of helping, we started giving him orders to do our work. We hurt him this much? Hobby. He was always working silently with a smile. He never complained for anything. He was always been our sunshine, but we forget that even the sun needs rest. June. We always told him that he was our backbone. Without him, we can't manage to do anything. I always talk about mental health and pressure. How could I forget to check my closest one who was with me all the time? We changed his kindness in duty. T. He is my soulmate. He was always there whenever I need him. He did most of my work. He is only 2 months, 18 days older than me, but to take care of me like young. How do I fail to realize his fake smile behind the broken heart? Cook. We were complaining that because he was denying to help us, that's why our work increased. We can't even complete our own work but expect from him that he will do our work with a smile. How much difficult was it for him? We never realized how easily he completed all the work because he never showed us. We should thank him. How can we complain about him? How can we take his kindness for granted? Jin, we all are equal guilty. He didn't say any wrong word. His each word came out of his heart. He did more than enough for us. Hobie, we should apologize to him. Jungi, we will definitely do, but right now he need alone time. It's not easy for him to take out his anger. Let him alone. June, you are right. We did so wrong and we have to correct it as soon as possible. T, he suffered a lot, but now we won't let him suffer more. We will be his strength like he is ours. Cook, yes, we won't let him to cut himself off from us. We are 7. Some nights change everything, not because of what we said, but because silence finally made room for understanding. The morning after was soft, fragile, like the first light after a storm. Time skipped in the morning. Jimin woke up. He slept peacefully because his heart was empty. He had cried enough. He did his morning routine, but when he saw his reflection in the mirror, he reminded everything whatever happened last night. The guilt instantly arose in and shattered him with the fear of losing the most important part of his life. Jimin, no, no, no. What did I say to them? How could I shout at them? How could I say them all those things? No, they don't deserve that. They all are so good. Stupid me. I went so far. I'm sure by now they must hate me. I shouldn't have done that. Wiped his tears. No, I have to fix everything before it's too late. I can't afford to lose them. I can't bear their hate. I have to apologize. Left. Tell me how many of you feel guilty and blame yourself after shouting or standing up for yourself even when you know it wasn't your fault and that outburst was necessary. How many of you are afraid to show your angry and frustrated side because you fear losing your loved ones? Guilt is so strange. even when you are the one who broke. It whispers that you went too far. Jimin came to dining room while searching everyone and found everyone was there. The atmosphere was too quiet. Jimin hesitated to speak. Jin noticed his presence and called him. Jin, Minnie, why are you standing there? Come and sit. Jimin, good morning everyone. Sat on his chair while looking down. Everyone, good morning. Hobie passed him his breakfast. We were waiting for you. Tea. Shall we start to eat? I'm so hungry. June. Why not? Jimin hesitated. I. Yoongi. So you want to say anything? Cook passed him glass of water. Hang, drink it. Jimin drank the water in one go. I'm sorry for my yesterday's behavior. I shouldn't have shouted at you. I don't know how did it happen. I didn't want to say that. I know you must be hurt and Jin placed his hand on Jimin's shoulder. Relax, Minnie. Why are you taking this much stress? Jimin looked at Jin and a tear slipped from his eye. June, you didn't say anything wrong. You didn't go far. You weren't wrong. Hobie, you didn't say anything wrong. In fact, you should have said all those things sooner. You didn't need to keep all these things hidden in your heart. T, we aren't mad at you. You just expressed your feelings, which was acceptable. Cook, just like us, you are also allowed to speak up. You aren't any kind of doll, you are a living being. Jimin looked at everyone with teary eyes, then Yoongi, who didn't say anything. Sorry, bite his lower lip. Yoongi gave him a schedule. This is for you. Jimin, what's this? Yoongi, your new schedule. We all set and distributed all the work equally among us. Now we all have equal workload and lesser time. None of us need to do extra work. But yeah, if any of us need help, we will always ready to help them. Jimin, you don't need to do that. I will do it. June, no, you don't need to do. You did try to take out your frustration. We need that. It was eye opener for us. Hobie, yeah, you don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong, and none of us is angry from you. T, yes, we are a family. Cook, whether it's happiness or sorrow, we will share everything equally. You always give us your love. Can't we accept your scoldings? Jin wiped his tears. Everything is fine, Minnie. We should be the ones saying sorry. We took you for granted. Yoongi fed him first bite, but now we promise to take care of you and never give you any chance to cry in pain. Cook, now smile, otherwise I will cry too. Jimin smiled a little. Thank you. They didn't need grand apologies, just a quiet promise that from now on, love would be shared, not shouldered. Sometimes we only need an assurance that we matter too. Our anger and frustration are as welcome as our helpfulness. Having the person who understands your feelings rather than complaining, it's the blessing. Not everyone that lucky to have them. In the noise of everyday life, it's easy to forget who holds you up. We take kindness as duty, love as habit, and presence as guarantee. But real love is remembering before it's too late. If someone silently carries your world today, look back, say thank you before they start believing they are invisible. For every human in the world who gives, loves, and forgets themselves in the process, may you always find people who remind you deserve to rest too. Saying no isn't the rejection, it's the necessity of your body. It's the self respect, self love, not selfishness. Sometimes the kindest hearts forget that they too deserve rest. Saying no doesn't make you distant, it simply means you have started respecting your limits. Love isn't proven by how much you sacrifice, but by how gently you protect yourself. When you always give without pause, people may forget how much you carry, not because they don't love you, but because they trust your strength too much. Valuing someone starts with never letting them lose themselves while loving others. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. Many happy returns of the day, Jimin. I think a lot about his birthday special story because I have so many topics, but I want something emotional by which you can relate. I don't know how many of you relate with it, but it was so relatable topic for me. It's very common. People never value them who works for day and night just to please others. But the reality is people only notice your fault. They never notice your efforts. They only want but never think to believe in you. It's not their fault, it's our fault who feed their expectations this much. We never set the boundaries, then expect other person understand it. How? I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.